This part of the video is for Nora. You mentioned how did the rabbit get in the backyard? I never saw it in the backyard. It lives straight across from my window in the living room in the forest over there. But it usually comes out. That's where I see it coming out. And it's usually hanging around the picnic table or over on the other side of the house by the sheds, just to avoid confusion. I don't think the rabbit can get in the backyard. I don't think there's any holes at the bottom of the fence. I checked. So that's where the rabbit lives. So this tree fell down before I moved in. And during the last few days, there was the storm. And it knocked down this little tree. Now I can just rip that down. But what I decided to do was, found this in the workshop, if you remember that video. I'm going to see if that's strong enough to cut this smaller tree. And if it is, I may try it on the big tree just for a little bit of fun. I'm not used to these kind of tools. Don't laugh at me very much. Let's just hope I don't get hurt. And I even got my goggles. Make sure nothing flies up in my eyes, because I don't know, I'm a little nervous with this. Okay, that was easy. I don't think it's strong enough for the big tree, but I just wanted to see if that would work. Power! That was fun though. And I don't know, when it almost made it through, did you notice? I think my whole body shook like a machine, because I didn't want it going through and like hitting my leg. I was just being really careful. I'm just going to take these and throw them in the back of the woods, because I don't need firewood. And don't think I'm going out in the woods looking for things to cut down. This is next to where I drive through into the property, so I don't want that stuff falling onto the driveway. I know with that tree, I should start at the top, but I don't have a ladder that high. And I'm going to take the ladder out and see, you know, maybe I can just get up to a little more than halfway. That stuff may get stuck in the trees next to it, but if you see the trees next to it are bending, and this permafrost ground, if I'm standing next to the tree and the wind's blowing really strong, the ground is actually going like a wave. So these trees will fall out fairly easily. Let's try with the ladder now. And I think the only danger here is me vibrating so much that I fall off of the ladder. What's also difficult is the ground is so soft. It's not really a steady ladder. Someone should be holding the ladder for me. I don't see anyone around to do that. And I think this tree is going to just be too thick. I mean, maybe not, but I assume it's going to be too thick. It's gotten most of, well, not most of the way through, about 20% of the way through. I think if I get an axe, hit it some with the axe up there, we're going to try that. That may help it out. And that's definitely just too, not powerful enough. And I don't really think the axe is going to help much. But I have nothing to lose trying this. I'll ask my friend to bring a more powerful saw when she visits the next time. But I have nothing to do this afternoon. It's supposed to start raining in a couple of hours, so I thought, why not? Actually, that's going pretty good. I need my goggles because I have like things flying into my face. And of course, my concern is when the top part falls off, it's going to take down one or two of the other trees. But, I could tie those ropes to the back of the truck and pull the truck down easily in this direction. But then it'll just take down other trees. So I'm just going to see what happens. And what's nice is I know if I can get that top part to fall off, and it's pretty big, I'm sure it's going to take down the other trees. Then I can just get that part that came out of the ground is just going to go back into the ground. So I don't have to get rid of the, let's call it the bottom stump, although that's bigger than a stump. I think the axe is the way to go the rest of the way. That's getting things done faster. This is definitely exhausting. And I understand people are going to tell me you're doing something wrong, you know, with the way I'm hitting the axe. I can't hit the axe on this side because it's too tall for me, and I won't be able to stand on the ladder and go like this. That's impossible. Just continue going back and forth on both sides until I hear and then and I gotta stop now because I have to do other things. And I just heard a loud crack. You may have heard it too. It's very possible I wake up in the morning and that fell off, because I'm definitely about 60% of the way through the tree. So you see, it's almost all the way through. That's how tall it goes. I'm done for today because I want to take care of some things inside. And this was fun, but tiring. Well, darn, we missed the crash. I came out the next morning and happy to say it didn't take down the other trees. So now I will just chop that away or axe that away, and then hopefully we can push this back into the ground so that the large stump is once again flat. So what I decided to do today, just to finish this off with the electric saw, because my elbows are so sore from hacking away yesterday, I don't want to hack anything with the axe anymore. This will just take a minute, then I'll probably throw the top of the tree over there, and then we're pretty much done. Who can say they chopped down a tree in less than 10 seconds? Man, that's heavy. I know what I'm doing. Now I'm going to put the saw and the ladder away, and then we work on getting this stump back up. Oh no, wait, it's actually easy. This is like I'm on a surfboard. Looks like this is the best I can do. So eventually, when it falls down, it falls down. There's nothing I can do. If I actually drove the truck over there and flattened it out, the other side would pull out from under the ground. I can feel that. So that's where I'm left, and I will accept it. You may be also wondering, why did I just throw all of the stuff over there? I know the rabbit's path into the woods is right here. I didn't block his path. The reason I put this stuff here is for two reasons. If I had like an ATV, I could drive it to the other side of the property, dump it off. But in the summertime, they will have, you can burn your own stuff like in the burn barrel back behind the house. You can also bring this to the junkyard. They have a brush day where you can bring everything you want to burn there. And what I also figured is I made a little home for some critters this winter. Possibly, probably not. That's the end of this video. My elbows hurt, my hands hurt, and if I had muscles, my muscles would hurt.